Princess Kitchen. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Today we're actually going to do turkey legs, braised turkey legs in a Dutch oven. So we've got our Dutch oven preheating, hot coals on there. We've got some hot coals off to the side that we are cooking for, or getting ready for later. And the first thing we're going to do is season our turkey legs. So yeah, you could, well, I don't know if we're going to do it with that. We just need to start with salt and pepper first. So you can do some salt and some pepper. You want me to lay out the rest of the turkey legs so that way you can get there? Here, watch out. Watch out, watch those little hands. So y'all, I'm gonna start with doing this. I've got a little over 4 pounds. The recipe called for 4 pounds of turkey legs. When I called the butcher shop to get some turkey legs, they had like in between packages.
I see some blood.
Yep, that's because it's straight from the butcher shop. So he gave us about, I think it's like almost 5 pounds actually that we've got going on here. All right, have at it, little assistant chef. Have you told people your name yet?
MJ.
Awesome. Lift this up super duper high so that way you don't touch the turkeys. I'm gonna do the salt. Is that okay? So we are going to season these turkey legs. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like, get after some salt. Salt is really gonna help. Can I help you? All right. This table's kind of high for you. I am doing fat cracked pepper, and I'll run it down to the fine cracked pepper just to get it all. I'm a big fan of seasonings.
I'm going to do the seasoning.
I'm a big fan of seasonings. MJ, does that look like enough pepper?
Yeah.
Assistant sous chef? Chef? Yeah, you think that's enough?
Uh-huh.
Should we flip it and do the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, ready? Let's see if I can manage this. Flip. Whoop, slippery little suckers, huh? Swoop. Whoop, whoop. Oh, you're gonna do my sound effects for me? I like that. Oh, so close. All right, sound effects me. Okay, one more. Perfect. All right, pepper. Yeah, you get after some salt. So you gotta hold it the other, yeah, this is the high part. So you wanna go like this.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're cooking with some peanut oil. So getting after some salt and pepper. We're gonna wanna move this around. Here, you do some pepper for a minute. I'll help you with the salt. That one's a toughie. Good job.
No.
Oh, you wanna finish it? Okay, good. Can I make it a little fatter? So let's get after some big fat pepper flakes. Awesome. Let me move this. Keep your arms nice and high so you don't get the turkey juices all over them. Get on this side over to you. You don't want to miss those guys. Nobody wants to leave a turkey out. Okay, keep going. Lift it up a little higher. Oh man, these are going to be some super cracked peppery turkey legs, huh, MJ girl? So while she's doing this, I'm going to make my way over to the Dutch oven that I've got preheating.
I'm resting my arm.
Oh, okay, good. Make sure you get those really well. So I'm gonna move on over here to the Dutch oven that's preheating, because in a second we are gonna take those, take that lid off, throw this over here. Hey, boo-boo, you're good. And we are going to throw down some oil into that pot. And again, y'all, get some oil in there. Like, don't be skimpy on your oil. It's just part of Campsgiving, you know. Oil, butter, salt, pepper. That is perfect. Thank you, MJ girl. So now all we're gonna do is take this over here and brown these turkey legs. So let's move it along. There we go. Gotta be careful, y'all. Make sure that you are aware. So MJ, you're doing a good job staying back. All right, so we are gonna brown, just cook these long enough to brown on each side. So I've got about 2 left. If you got, again, I would say that this probably is about 3.5 pounds to 4 pounds. So this is perfect. And again, just browning them on both sides. Flip those guys. There we go. Let those brown up. That's nice and hot. So you want this to be nice and hot because you're trying to brown it first. Once this is done browning, I'll transfer it back to the plate. And we'll be back. We'll be back when this is nice and browned, and we'll see what's next. Okay, So let's check on this. I've been browning and we added the lid back in just because it's a little chillier here, so we wanted them to brown a little bit more. It's supposed to be medium-high heat. So let's check on how these little guys are doing. A second ago, I added just a little bit more olive oil so we could see it. I'll show you the other side that is nice and brown. So this is this side. We just flipped it, so we're just getting that side back brown. As soon as that side is browned, I'm going to transfer it to a plate and then cook those last two little stragglers that didn't quite fit because turkey legs are massive. If you've been to Disney and had their smoked turkey legs, you would know that. I actually just got off the phone Friday about how, and I talked to a scoutmaster from Florida, and he was talking about their Scoutsgiving and Campsgiving, and he was saying like the thing that they do that they love the most, the Scouts fight over, if you will, not that they fight, but they like definitely have some heated discussions about who's gonna get what. Turkey legs are always it. So if you find that like everybody wants the turkey legs, get this recipe. I'm excited to get going with it so you guys can see the rest of it. But in a couple minutes when that's fully browned, we'll come back and I'll show you the rest of it. So I've got the last two turkey legs cooking and I've added some coals. So we started with like 8 and then I added a few more on there just to make sure it stays nice and hot. Super high heat. Set that off to the side. Those guys, if you zoom in, those look super nice and crispy. So we're gonna take those out and add them to the plate that I've got with the other turkey legs. And then we're gonna let that oil stay in there, obviously. And we are going to add in our celery and onions. So the recipe calls for 1 cup of celery, 1 cup of onions. I have right here one entire bunch of celery and 1 entire onion because y'all know how I do. And I love some extra vegetables. So we're gonna now cook that in this heated up oil until these guys are just a little bit softened. Man, if you could smell that, you know, it's kind of like when you cook garlic in olive oil and it's like the best smelling thing ever. Same goes for this. We're gonna let these soften a little bit, stirring and making sure they don't stick, but there's enough oil in there that we should be good to go. I used a hefty amount of oil just because I didn't want anything to stick. I didn't want any of the crispy skin to get lost as I was browning. So these guys are nice and getting up nice and soft. Once these are soft, y'all, I'm gonna add back in my turkey legs and layer them on top for them to really bake. So let me recap what we've done so far. So far, I've got almost 5 pounds of turkey legs that I have browned in some super duper hot olive oil. And I have now taken and we are browning or softening up 1 bunch of celery and 1 yellow onion and getting that nice and soft in here. And now I'm gonna add in, so there's options to this next part. Option 1 is to simply use water, which would be super easy, or you can use chicken broth. I decided I opted in to use some chicken broth for this part because I really wanted some extra flavor. And it says 1 cup to 2 cups are needed, then more as you're watching it go. They want, or the recipe calls for about 1 inch of liquid at the bottom. I am gonna monitor this. So you wanna heat this up nicely until you hit a little bit bubbling. And then I'm gonna add my turkey legs back into the mix.
Can I please try one?
Of course you can. You want me to help you open it?
Yeah, it's super hard.
Yeah, that's hard to open. Okay, assistant, come on over here. And now you want to kind of get a little bit low so it doesn't splash. So a little lower, there you go. And let that get on in there. Good. That a girl, assistant. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Perfect. We'll be right back when that is fully bubbling and we can add in our turkey legs. Let's do this. All right, so we're back. This had a timer set for about 1 hour, so I'm gonna take this off. We just pulled some of the coals out and tossed those into our other metal trash can for those to burn off and put new fresh coals in there so that way we would get this heat up. Look at that, y'all. Meat is falling off the bone. This is awesome. So I'm now going to take those turkey legs out, throw them on a new fresh plate, and we are gonna cut those guys up in a second. Y'all, look at that. That is like fully done. Like I said, the turkey is falling off the bone. This smells amazing. We've been sitting out here trying not to break into it because it smells so good. But I'm gonna throw these on the side, and now what we're gonna do is throw in our vegetables. So the original recipe called for optional, this is totally optional, but some quartered potatoes, and that was it. You know me, if you've watched Scout Chef Kitchen, you know that I can't just go with one veggie. I also added in, we had some leftover carrots in the fridge that I just sliced up. Carrots are great with potatoes because they're both root vegetables. So I'm now going to season these guys and let these cook. Take a look at those little guys. Yum, yum, yum. Make sure that they are donesies. Oh yeah, potatoes are soft. Carrots are nice and soft. Good to go. Oh yes, that is perfect. So now we're gonna take all of these little guys out and transfer them to just the veggie bowl that we had earlier. Transfer all this stuff. I've got a slotted spoon so that I can just transfer the veggies out because we're actually going to, in a minute, make a little gravy with all this liquid that we had. That's actually why, like I said earlier, I added so much extra liquid to it because I really, really love gravy. All right, MJ, can you start whisking that? So MJ, my assistant, is whisking a mixture of cornstarch and water because that's gonna help us thicken up this liquid that we've got. Right, MJ? How's it looking over there? Good, I'm glad. Oh, you did a really good job, thank you. So I'm going to add in this whisked up cornstarch. Probably, let's do half of that and see how that goes. You keep whisking that, please, assistant. Stir that into that liquid. And I'm also going to add, so another optional thing that this recipe said was optional was adding in a little lemon. And I'm gonna add in lemon because I do we love a little bit of fresh lemon. So also, y'all, if you don't have a lemon squeezer, you need it. It is amazing. So that's a half of one fresh lemon. Yes. You want to have the little rind part here? She's gonna taste test that lemon peel just in case, you know. And we will be right back after this cooks a little bit. Into the gravy to soak up that goodness. So this is all of that shredded turkey we had earlier. Man, look at that. So check this out. We've now got gravy, potatoes, carrots. I'm totally, full disclosure, we were behind the scenes munching on this turkey earlier, And there is like maybe a solid quarter of it gone because we couldn't help ourselves. But look at that. This looks, MJ, how good does that look? Yeah, pretty good. You want to try a piece?
Yeah.
Let's pull this turkey guy back over here. We'll grab a little bit of everything. Maybe a carrot, a little potato, and a piece of turkey. Now remember, this is hot, okay? Let's see. Let's leave that.
How about a little bit of gravy?
Oh, a little, well, I don't mind. That's a slotted spoon. It's going to be tough to get a little bit of gravy on there. You want to try it? I'll try the carrot.
I want a carrot.
You want a carrot?
Huh?
Since when?
Since it now.
I knew it. Do you guys see that? Eat the carrot first and the kids will follow. Okay. That carrot's going to be pretty hot, okay? Can we blow on it? So I think that lemon, what I tasted is lemon freshens it up really nicely. This is perfect. You want to try another piece of that turkey? And the gravy is amazing, y'all. I cannot wait for you to try this, for you to cook it at home. Again, this was pretty spot on timing wise, and it took about an hour to cook those 5 pounds of turkey legs. Gosh, maybe 10-15 minutes for the other veggies, and she's gonna eat that potato. And that's done. Is it good? This combined with the stuffing that we made earlier is amazing. Like, that gravy is gonna be epic with that. You gotta try this out. Check it out, try it out. Let us know what you think. This is a good one. Keeper.